Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Tsukihime. When last we left off, Shiki, descended further and further into insanity, and Hisui, dear old Hisui, managed to overcome some of her fear. Ain't that nice? And, well, I don't remember if there's anything else. It's been a bit since I last recorded. Oh well, let's get into it, shall we? 12. Daydream. Wheeze, 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 wheeze. Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's giving me a headache. Shiki-sama, please hold on, Shiki-sama. Stop wheezing. You wheezing? It's good. Stuff like that's good, and I've mentioned this before. I know, because I'm a broken record. Stuff like this is good when reading, but when reading something, not so much. More wheezing. Please excuse me, Shiki-sama. Wheeze, 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 wheeze. Hisui? Goodness, you have awoken, Shiki-sama. Hisui speaks to me in a clipped voice. Wheeze, 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 wheeze. I don't understand why Hisui is looking at me like that. What happened, Hisui? Looking at me like that, did something happen? No, it's nothing. Shiki-sama, please rest your body. You do not need to think about anything at all. Yeah, I'm already doing that. Wheeze, 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 wheeze. But, Hisui, isn't it loud this morning? I can't sleep well with this wheezing sound coming from somewhere. Goofing. No, I've been wanting to replay Pokemon, early Pokemon, Fire Red or Leaf Green, one of the two Gen 3 remakes of Gen 1. Shiki-sama, that is. Hisui falls silent with a strained expression on her face. Wheeze, 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 wheeze. The sound keeps coming. I can hear it coming from near me. I cough. Only during that instant does the sound stop. Well, I feel stupid. The wheezing sound was only my breathing this whole time. Man, it's not like I've caught a cold. With tight lips, Hisui hangs her head. It looks like she wants to say something, but she can't. Hisui seems to be acting that way. Hisui, why are you so quiet? You haven't done anything wrong, so relax. Yes, if there is anything I can do, I will try my hardest to do so. You don't have to be so tense, Hisui. As long as you're here, I can relax, and it's better for me if you smile. Is this face acceptable? Hisui looks at me with an incredibly serious face. In all honesty, the look she has now is nothing like the smile she had shown before, but seeing Hisui try so hard does make me happy. Yeah, you can relax even more if you want. Could you bring me something to drink? My throat is dry and I can hardly breathe. Yes, I already have a drink ready for you. Hisui disappears from my view. The drink is probably set by the wall. Hisui comes back with a silver tray and places her hand on my back to lift me up. In that instant, as soon as I feel her hand on my back, it comes with disgusting speed. Shiki-sama, is this alright? It's not good to drink it all at once, so please drink it slowly. More with this flashing. It was a pain in the ass to edit around. Man, last episode was fun to edit. The one before that I couldn't actually find where it did it, so I'm hoping it didn't show up, and because I couldn't I forgot to mark down the time. I usually mark down the time on my timer, and I forgot. Shiki-sama, if you do not open your mouth, it will spill. Get away. Yeah. Crash. The glass falls to the floor. I can't do a kya in a Hisui voice. I can barely do a kya in any voice, for that matter. Hisui sits on the floor where I pushed her away. I start to wheeze once more. My breathing is as ragged as that of a wild beast. Shiki-sama? Hisui isn't mad that I pushed her. Instead, she's even more worried. Please forgive me. I moved you without asking. I should not have done such a shameful thing. No, that's not it. It isn't your fault. The one to blame. That's not it at all. You haven't done anything wrong. The one to blame is me, wheezing even more heavily just after lusting after Hisui's body. Shiki-sama? It's okay. Please leave. I beg of you, just for now. Please leave me alone. Shiki-sama, if that is what you wish. Hisui's voice trembles. She retreats from the room. Time slips by. Simply lying in bed with my body as it is, I lose all sense of time. Did I run Hisui out of my room an hour ago, or was it 30 minutes ago? I can't tell for certain. After I became alone, the clock has advanced 3 hours. But I can't trust it. The seemingly round clock looks distorted. Wheeze, wheeze, wheeze. All I can hear is the wheezing of my breathing. The distorted clock claims it is now noon. The examination is around 2, so I can protect my sanity by myself for a bit longer. Well, but then, if I am alone, then those headaches will return and they may rob me completely of all my reason. Excuse me. Silently closing the door, Hisui enters my room. Hisui enters carrying a tray with a glass of water and some sort of medicine. Hisui, it isn't time for the examination yet, right? Yes. I just thought that you might be thirsty. She locks the door with the metallic clinking and draws close to my bed. Locks the door? And you raise your body by yourself. If you can't, then I will most humbly give you assistance. No, I'm not thirsty. Besides, why did you come here? I told you to leave me alone. I refuse. I cannot leave you alone like this. After she says this in a distinct voice, she places her hands on my shoulders. Hey, Hisui. Please, if you aren't able to stand by yourself, just say so. She quickly lifts my body with a strong pull. Hisui takes the medicine and forces it into my mouth. Please drink. This is a special medicine that my sister made for you. The water pours down my throat. Maybe it's because she's mad about before, but she is acting rather forceful. She moves like a precise, flexible doll without a will of her own. What are you doing all of a sudden? Of course I've been taking it out on you, but this is too... My body falls to the bed. I can't put any power to my movements. I have no strength, but I don't feel bad either. Rather, it's more of a feeling of inconvenience. My body starts to heat up from its very core. This is like that feeling of being alive. How long has it been since I felt like this? I can't believe it. Somehow, like this. I feel like I could even walk. You must not. My sisters told me that it would not work unless you slowly regain senses of your body. Please rest some more, Shiki-sama. Okay. If you say so, but what are you going to do? I will take care of your body, Shiki-sama. With that, Hisui takes her cool fingers and crawls them on my chest. I shiver. Like the recovering body, what's been quieted down surfaces again. Hisui, if you want to take my pulse, you use my arm. No, I'm not taking your pulse. I am checking your heartbeat. Ice. Her cold fingers move away from my chest towards my stomach, sliding downwards. From the opening of in my shirt, her fingers feel my skin. Hisui, please be quiet. If you move around, the medicine will not work. For real? Yes. It is a medicine that is easily dissolved by our body, so if you move, it will dissolve quickly. I don't know much about medicine. I've said that before. That sounds strange to me. It could be very well true. It doesn't sound quite right. There's something about it that seems wrong. But I don't know, because I know the difference between like water-soluble and fat-soluble medications and vitamins and shit like that, and ones that dissolve in the stomach or not in the stomach, but get absorbed differently in different places in digestion and, intravenous, intramuscle, and blah, 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 blah. Boring stuff. But I don't know enough about how medicine affects the body, but it doesn't sound right to me. But I don't know enough to even say if it is or not. My sisters told me that this will dilute the effects of the drug, and you should let the drug dissolve slowly for its full effect. If Kohaku said so, then I guess it can't be helped. I blush. Hisui's fingers, which normally don't touch men, are now feeling my skin directly. At this rate, I'll... Your body temperature is pretty constant. At this rate, you will be unable to think about anything difficult for a while. What? What are you saying right now, Hisui? However, it will take more time, so let's talk to pass the time. Yes, let's talk about your beloved childhood, Shiki-sama. Still standing, she looks down at me as if she was staring at a dead body in a coffin. You remember? Whenever you would play in the garden, you would always look up at the window I was in. I was always looking forward to that time. Everyone at the mansion treated me as if I didn't exist. Your eyes would look at me and speak without words. Hurry up and come outside and play with us, they said. But I didn't leave the mansion. I didn't know how. I didn't even know what that meant. Hisui's voice is far away. Her uninterested voice. Her voice seems to be clear of dark tones, but still. I did not look out the window to find meeting. I just didn't want to be in Makihisa-sama's room, so I was there, the only place I was allowed to be outside of his room. Therefore, it meant nothing to me. The figures of Shiki-sama and Akiya-sama playing in the garden were no different than the sun and the trees. If you had never noticed me, I would have been fine. If you hadn't waved to me or called out to me, who knows how I would have turned out. The way I am now, everything is because of you. Saying that, Hisui smiles happily. Every day, I looked forward to that time. I would always see you looking for me. Every day, those eyes would tell me to come play, to come outside. Isn't it funny? Because you were there, I noticed for the first time that I had legs that could take me outside. Are you listening, Shiki-sama? Even though the drug is working, please don't space out on me. Since I was a child, I've always wanted to talk to you like this. Hisui's mouth is distorted. Happy. Her lips make the shape of a smile as if she is having fun. I really did look forward to it, but it wasn't for you to take me outside. I knew that such a thing was impossible. I would have been fine if I had never knew what hope was. Then I never would have known despair either. But you would always tell me with your eyes how simple it was, how much better it would be if I went outside. Really, I would always look forward to the afternoons when you would play outside. You're the only one I could let my emotions out on. No matter what emotion that was, or what that emotion was, I bet you didn't know how much I thought about you every day. I can't hear her voice very well. She just keeps talking. My mind is hazy and I can't grasp what she's saying. Just that what Hisui is saying right now is a curse. When I come to, my whole body is burning. My pulse races and my veins feel as if they will explode. Even though I was that close to death, I feel vitality returning to my organs. Hisui, it's really hot. It's so hot, I'm going crazy. These sheets are in the way. These pajamas are too hot too. I feel as if I'm wearing a winter coat in the summer. But I still can't move. This body that hasn't been able to move for 3 days can't start working that easily. Hisui, what is happening to me? I'm hot, but my body won't move. Yes. No matter how much energy is restored, you are losing energy at a higher rate. Therefore, this drug can only restore energy in that small part of you. Hisui says this, and Hisui takes the fingers on my stomach and moves them downward. Down there, which has been standing up from before, is what you could say is a pillar of myself. My back starts to arch slightly. Hisui's fingers crawl over the hot, hard bulge and slowly pull my pants down. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to be pausing. Actually, probably just going to be ending the episode here. Don't taunt me like this. Why, I kept you away so this wouldn't happen, but if you keep doing this, I can't hold my lust back any longer. And I'm not going to proceed past this screen because I don't want to have to, censor the entire end screen because I went in too far ahead. I don't even know what the next scene is going to be, the next screen. I know what the next scene is. I know very well what the next scene is. I've read it before. And it's actually the only H scene in this entire visual novel that I read twice. Not because I was like, oh my god, so excited, ooh, ooh, ooh. No, because it's actually very important to the story. And I went back after learning a bit of later information and read it again because I, was curious about something that was mentioned that happened during this, and I wanted to be sure. I wanted to check for myself, essentially. It's not worth going back and reading on your own unless you really like the 8 scenes in this game, which I really don't, other than for comedic purposes. Oh man, Nasu 8 scenes are just so well written, although I think they were technically written by I remember part of his name. I think it's Takeuchi. Anyway, next time, Hisui's gone crazy, and what's going to happen with that, I wonder? Well, I hope to see you next time.